This is not just another night. Something sacred, something fragile, something deeply beautiful is unfolding in our midst. Something that asks not only for our attention, but for our hearts. We do not just merely remember what Jesus did. We are being invited to step into it and allow it to touch our lives. We are drawn with the mystery of the Last Supper. Be seated at his table, close enough to feel the weight of his love, the depth of his mercy. The gospel tells us Jesus knew that his hour had come, and he knew everything. He knew the betrayal was already unfolding. He knew Peter would deny him. He knew the others would run away. He knew the cross was waiting. And still, he chose to love. He chose to give thanks. The Last Supper is our first Mass. Mass, the Eucharist, means thanksgiving. In the midst of all this that is happening, he gave thanks to God. He loved them to the end. Not only when it was easy, but through their weaknesses, through their failures, through everything. You know, I'm often find myself drawn to the image of Jesus washing the feet of his disciples, especially Peter. His moment of hesitation. Peter pulls back and says, "You will never wash my feet," because something inside him feels unworthy, exposed, almost ashamed to be loved like this. And maybe, just maybe, that is what we are actually needed to understand tonight. The reason we are here is not because we have something great to offer to Jesus, but because we have come with our empty hands. The disciples had nothing to offer that night because they would fail him, abandon him, deny him. And yet, that is exactly why they became instruments of his grace. They allowed their nothingness, their imperfections, their weakness to be touched and be used by God. And so, we are here tonight exactly like them. We come tonight not as a perfect disciples, but as people who struggle, who fall, who sometimes fail to love. And yet Jesus kneels before us. He takes our lives as they are, not as we wish they could be. He touches the part we hide, the burden we carry, the sins we regret, and he does not turn away. He stays, he serves, he loves. And so tonight, something even more personal will happen in this church. We do not only watch Jesus wash feet, we will wash another's feet. We kneel before each other. We allow someone to touch what is most humble in us. We hold the feet of another person, not as something low, but something sacred. In that moment, there are no titles, no status, no pride, only love. That's why before we will wash, the priest will take off our chasuble to symbol that we are one with you. Also broken. It is in a silent way, saying, I am not above you. I am here for you. I'm willing to serve you. I am willing to love you in your weaknesses, just as Christ loves me in mine. And it is not easy, I know. It takes humility to kneel before someone. It takes even more humility to let someone kneel before you. To let someone see your vulnerability, your humanity, your need. But this is where grace happens. This is where hearts are softened. This is where healing begins. Because sometimes the most powerful love is not spoken. It is done quietly, gently, through simple acts of service. Because so often we hide parts of ourselves. We say, this part is so messy, too painful, too shameful. But tonight, Jesus says, let me wash you. And through one another, He continues the same love. He uses our hands, our presence, our willingness to kneel, to remind each other that no one here is beyond love. No one here is beyond God's mercy. This night also, as we celebrate the Last Supper, is a moment of renewal, because when Jesus instituted the sacrament of the Eucharist, side by side, He instituted the sacrament of Holy Orders. And so that Father Bill, Father Joseph, and myself, and with Deacon, we would like to renew our commitment to serve you all with the heart of Christ. And so, in your own vocation, you are also being invited to renew your commitment as well to your spouse, to your children, parents, to your friends, co-workers, to your neighbors and colleagues. At the Last Supper, Jesus gave us a command so clearly. Love one another as I have loved you. And so tonight, we do not just hear it, we live it. This is our mission, to allow God to use us, not because we are strong, but precisely because we are weak. To forgive when it is hard, to be patient when we are tired, to serve without expecting anything in return, and to remain when it would easier to walk away. And tonight, as we celebrate the Eucharist, this is my body given for you. This is my blood poured out for you. So every time we receive Him, we are being invited to become what we receive, a life given in love. So when you wash another's feet tonight, do it with reverence, do it with love, and when someone washes yours, receive it with humility. Let it touch your heart, because this night is not just a memory. It is a call to love to the end. And if we live that love, the world will see Him again in us. Amen.